Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. You have Dr. Amanda and myself, Carrie, here from the Health Shift Project. And you are definitely going to want to tune in today because if you are dealing with stress in any kind of way, Dr. Amanda is going to walk us through a beautiful grounding exercise. And we came up with this idea because we thought it was an excellent way to close off our month of connection. In the month of August, we were talking about connection, and in our membership group, we were offering lots of juicy goodness in there in relation to connection. So we thought this was a great way to end off the month. And then the month of September, we're going to be talking about transitions. And that can be transitions of maybe it's a job change, maybe it's back to school, very applicable to people right now. Maybe it's just as simple as aging issues, a variety of things of what could be transitions. So being in that grounded, connected to yourself state can really help you with transitions. So we thought this would be a great exercise to do with you. Another reason why we chose this exercise was it's going to help to connect with yourself, but also thinking about connecting with others, connecting with source, connecting with earth, because we all are one, we all are connected. And when we think of that connection too, and especially in relation to all that's going on today and all that's coming into our world and feeding fear, if we were all in that grounded state, wow, think of what that would be like. So I'm planting that seed before we go into this exercise, and I'm going to pass it on to Dr. Amanda to let her ah bring her beauty to us.
Well, thank you. Yes, this came to mind for me because I am finding that I am having to do a lot of resetting myself and finding myself often caught up in states of fear and just unknown and uncertainty and feeling that happening in my body as tightness and pain and headaches and things that are happening that I'm noticing. I need more skills and more things where I'm throughout the day a number of times continually resetting myself because I'm still going out and living and doing what I need to do, but finding that I need that help to what is often referred to as getting grounded, getting back to a centered type of self. So this is a very quick little exercise which you can memorize and do as many times as you need. And it takes about just a minute or less. And it's based on something I learned from Deepak Chopra. And so you can find him doing a similar type of thing. But the idea of it is that we are constantly in a state of doing, busy, 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 and thinking, racing thoughts, and minds busy. And we're fueled a lot by feelings of whatever state we're in. So if we're in a state of fear, then we're doing things that are for survival. But if we can get into that state of connection and love, then we're operating from a state of what's going to benefit us most in the long run, not just in this minute of survival. So this is about that reset. So I'm just going to share my screen so you can see how I'm going to work that. So this grounding exercise is about these four things. It's to take us from doing to thinking to feeling into being or resting or just your natural reset state, the true you. And then from that true you being state, we move upwards and we actually create a feeling within our body, and then we allow thoughts to be produced from that feeling, and then we decide on our actions. So instead of being just reactive and allowing things that are happening around us to force us into reactions of fear and preservation, that we can have more choice and feel more empowered to make our choices that are good for us in the long run. So let's just begin by a nice big deep breath. And feel that full breath come right into your belly. Expand your lungs, expand your throat, expand your head, and then just release. And let your shoulders drop and your jaw drop and just let your whole body just relax. And just find your rhythm of your breath, whatever's working for you. And the first part of this exercise is to say the words out loud, I am, and then say your full name. So I would say, I am Amanda Ferris. And when you say this and you close your eyes, I am your name, envision your body. See your name drawn on a blackboard. Your full name, your full figure, your full body. Experience that as yourself. And then another full breath. And then say, I am, and only use your first name. I am Amanda. I am. And when you do this, envision just your first name on that blackboard. And see if you can see your face, your own eyes. And a big breath. And next, try saying just the words, I am, with no name, just I am, and see these words. And then next, say nothing. I want you to see a blank board, blank screen, blank sky. It's nothing, but it's also everything. And a breath, and out. And this is your rested being state. No thoughts, no feelings, no actions, just a moment of rest. Because you are more than your name, you're more than your body, you're more than your job, you're more than your roles, and you are connected to everything and everyone. Now, I want you to feel a feeling. Feel happy or contented. And I want you to think of the first image, capture that image that comes into your mind, whether it's a person, an animal, an event, something that makes you happy. And don't focus on too much on the event and on the details, just the feeling of feeling content. Where do you feel this in your body? Stay in your body, not in the story. And now come to a moment of thinking and reflection. Ask yourself the question, what do I want? Stay with that first thing that comes to you. What do I want in this moment? No judgment of it. Whatever the desire is, let it come. And just accept whatever that is. And now answer this. What is the one simple yet very important thing that I can do right now in my life to take me where I want to go? And open up your eyes and take a breath. And trust what that instinct was that came to you. What's your first thought? What do you need right now? So end with a breath. And that's just a really short minute of how you can take yourself down out of the busyness and back up into a connected action.
Oh, Amanda, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much. I did it. I muted myself so that I could do it along with everybody. And for me, when you asked, what do you want? I had the word peace come up, and it was at first it was peace for me, and then it went to peace for all, and it brought me back to what I was kind of saying before and what you were saying as well, like, doing this kind of work helps everybody, so it I did go to me, and then to peace for all, and oh, and that felt so beautiful. And then I loved what also asking that, what do you want, reminded me of our conversation that we had for our podcast. So there's a little plug. I hope you will all listen to our next podcast. It will be coming up soon, so watch for our podcast and you'll hear our discussion And we talked a little bit about what do I want and why that's such an important question. So that's what kinds of things that were going on in my world. Oh, and when you said what do you want more of, I thought more of this, more of this quiet, peaceful state. Yes, more of that is what I'm needing. So I'm curious for all of you. Please comment. What was this experience like for you, if you could share that with us? And then what actions would you then take if you were feeling grounded and connected with yourself and connected with, all that is? And what would you eat? What would you do? What would you think? What would you feel? What actions would you then take and decisions would you make for your healthy life? And is there a shift there for you? So thank you for joining. That's we like to keep it short and sweet for you on Mondays. So please watch for our podcast. Please join our membership group if you're not already. And we look forward to being with you again soon. Bye.